I've been trying for 3 years and I just am done with the trial and error. I'm ready to go big or go home, basically. Hey guys, I feel like it's been forever since I've sat down and made a TTC video, and I feel so bad that I've really been slacking in that sense of videos. I was looking back at like the recent videos I had posted and they weren't anything to do with TTC, and I know that's why I started my channel, but just hear me out because I'm gonna explain everything in this video. So if you clicked on this, then you know what I'm gonna talk about, and that's basically my final thoughts before we go to our fertility specialist. We've seen like our basic OBGYNs at the hospital, but we've never really gone to a clinic for fertility. So I'm really excited. We, I think, scheduled this appointment back in like maybe the early March, end of February. So I'm very excited that it's finally time to go see our specialist. With that being said, I am nervous, but I'm very excited to go see our fertility specialist. I guess going into the appointment, we kind of have a plan of what we want to talk about and what we want to see happen. You know, I've been tested for PCOS and I've been tested for endometriosis and all of that. I don't have any of that. They, at my doctor's office, had told me that I have secondary infertility. And that's just when the second time around having children, it's not as easy as the first. And I've had 2 miscarriages also. So, you know, I don't know what's wrong. They say nothing's wrong, everything looks good. So there's that. So I don't know if they'll do more testing. They might. We might end up doing an HSG test, and I honestly don't know too much about that test, but all I know is that they shoot dye up inside of you to see if any of your tubes are blocked. So I'm sure that will happen, but I don't know if that will happen just because where I've been pregnant 3 times. I don't know if they will waste their time doing that, because if my tubes were blocked, then I wouldn't have gotten pregnant 3 times. So yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. And then another thing is that my husband has never been tested for anything. Like we've always planned on doing it. We've even had like the cup in our bathroom that he was supposed to do his thing in, and it just never got done because my husband was very nervous at first. It wasn't until maybe like 6 months ago that my husband really jumped on board with this infertility thing. It was just, before it was just me solely just trying to get pregnant. And then we really sat down about it and was like, we really honestly have an issue. It's not happening and we need to be serious because our daughter is turning 4, and we didn't ever want that age gap. We thought we would have our kids maybe 2 years apart, and that's not the way it worked out, unfortunately, but there's nothing we can do. So it just never got done. We never got the sperm analysis done. And then the last time we were gonna do it, like he was going to do it, I ended up pregnant, which was in October of last year. So we didn't need it, but we obviously it didn't go anywhere. It just ended. So maybe they will do some testing on him. I don't know. I mean, he's had 2 children. He has his daughter with another woman, and he has our daughter Brielle with me. So I honestly don't think there's a problem with him. I don't know. So, and you know, I know my cycles are longer. Sometimes they're all over the place. So I think my ovulation isn't always the same. I think that's a problem, but we'll see. We'll see. So, I mean, I don't really know what to expect going into this appointment, but do all the tests you want. It's not going to bother me. You know, I would rather them do the tests than not do the tests and we miss something. And then what my husband and I really do want to emphasize or try to do is we're done with clomid. very, very much so done with clomid. I have done clomid 6 times and it's worked once and it got me pregnant once. But honestly, I feel like after so many times of taking clomid, my body is immune to it by now. It's not gonna work the way it would for Jane, who hasn't ever taken clomid. You know, I've taken it 6 times. And clomid side effect is thinning your uterine lining, which makes implantation and supporting a baby hard because there's not a thick uterine lining. So that worries me. And honestly, the side effects are just not something that I want to do all the time. I know it's not going to work and I don't want to be wasting any more of my time. I've been trying for 3 years and I just am done with the trial and error. I'm ready to go big or go home, basically. So our plan is to do an IUI. And I'm pretty sure that they will let us do an IUI because, for one, we don't want to do any more clomid, and 2, we probably don't have any blocked tubes. And IUI is just the alternative or cheaper version of an IVF cycle, which I don't even know if we would ever do IVF. We would have to be like granted the money to ever do that. We don't have $20,000 laying around, and our state that we live in does not cover infertility at all. No insurances around here cover infertility, so everything's out of our pocket. Even clomid isn't covered, which is sad. It's nothing that we would do like this summer. Obviously, for one, we need to save up our money because it is like $1,000, I think, minimum. And then you either take it with clomid or injectables to make your body ovulate. And clomid is not an option for me anymore. I don't want to do it. And injectables are like $500 more. So there's that. So I think I had mentioned on Instagram like a week ago that I was starting clomid, which was 150 milligrams. And I did take it. I took the first dose. I took the 3 pills that they gave me. And I don't know, like after that, it was almost like I was questioning myself. Like, what am I doing? What are you doing? You know? And even my husband was kind of like, do you really want to do it again? And then I started questioning myself, you know, do I want to do this again? Do I honestly want the stress of clomid and what it brings and just the TTC stress? You know, as you guys know, my last cycle didn't come. It came very late. I didn't even ovulate, and that was medicated. I was on clomid, so my body didn't react to it. And honestly, I still feel deep down that my body's not healed from my miscarriage. And as much as I want to believe that I myself am healed, you know, I don't think I will ever be healed from my miscarriages. I think it just gets easier to deal with, but I don't think anybody ever really heals and overcomes their loss, because there are days when I just break down and don't know how I can go on. After going back and forth between what I should do and what, you know, is best for me and ultimately me, you know, I'm the one that's taking the medicine and I'm the one that's testing and stressing. And you know, I mean, if you're going through TTC, you know what I'm talking about. Our husbands go through it to an extent, but honestly, like, it's all us. The whole cycle is us. It's summer. I mean, it's gonna be summer soon. Do I honestly want to be stressed out all summer long? And I don't. I probably would be in a different mindset if we didn't have a fertility appointment coming up and didn't have the chance to probably do an IUI, because I feel like that's kind of like a pillow for me. I'm falling onto that. I feel like if it doesn't work naturally this summer, then at least we have the IUI to fall back on, and hoping that that works for us the first try. Like, with everything that's coming up for summer, you know, we're constantly going to my camp. We're camping. We love to go tenting, and my stepdaughter is gonna be coming up really, really soon. She comes up the 1st of June and she's gonna be living with us until August. So I've got that, you know, I'll be transitioning from 1 child to 2 children, which isn't like a big deal at all. My girls are so easy, and that's just besides the point, but I'm just gonna have a lot more on my plate, and I don't want to spend any more time being depressed. We have racing this summer. I'm sure you guys have already seen in my vlogs that we're getting the race car ready, and it's literally almost ready. We start racing next weekend, and that takes up a lot of our time and our money, you know, and I just want to be all there for my husband, and I feel like I can't be when I'm dealing with this whole side of infertility and trying to conceive. It weighs you down a lot. A lot of this too is like, I can't really say much because I have little ears behind me, but I'm gonna try to say this in a polite way where she won't get it. But the timed baby dancing is really getting old. I think it's honestly killing our baby dancing. Like, it's more of a chore. It's not healthy. We do it every single night to try to hit the nail on the head, and that sometimes I just don't even want to. He doesn't even want to. We just want to go to bed. It's not something we look forward to anymore. It's it's just a chore. It's a job. We should just get paid for it. What I'm honestly hoping for from just taking a break this summer is maybe, you know, my body will get back on track, because I feel like it really needs just some time to heal, and I'm not letting it heal by stressing and taking medication and forcing things and forcing my period to come and forcing ovulation. I just want my body to heal, and maybe just by healing and relaxing, we'll get it. With all that being said, I really am excited for, you know, my appointment and to update you guys and talk about what our next plan is. I mean, as far as everything, I'm hoping it all goes the way we want it to. I know that that's not the case all the time, you know, things go wrong or they don't always go the way we plan, but if you could just say a prayer, honestly, that would it would just mean so much to us. And I honestly can't thank you guys enough for all the support and the love and just everything that you have given me through this journey. You know, it's really, really hard to come onto a platform that is so public like this and share such a really hard story, you know, something that I never thought that I would go through, and things that can be embarrassing to me. Like, I can't even hold a baby. It's depressing. And I just wanted to say thank you, because it really means so much to me. I'm gonna get all freaking emotional, but you know, YouTube was always something that I wanted to do. I didn't necessarily think when I was 16 that my plan for YouTube would be coming on to share my losses of babies and dealing with infertility. But I guess everything happens for a reason, and I never thought that I would go through that, let alone make videos about it. I always thought maybe I would be like a makeup guru or something, but here I am not doing makeup. But I can definitely show you how to pee on an ovulation stick. I am very, very excited for this summer, just taking some time for me and my family, and honestly just having fun with it. We haven't had fun with trying to make a baby in so long. I think like literally the only fun time we've had was when we were trying for Brielle, which literally took us 1 cycle, and it was so fun. And now it's just like, ugh. So I'm just really excited to have fun with it and just be me again, instead of this, oh, I can't drink, or oh, I have to eat pineapple, oh, I have to pee on sticks, I need to order more sticks, oh my god, what CM is this? Is my cervix open? What cycle day is it? I cannot wait to see you guys in my next update after we go to the fertility specialist, hoping for good news, but we will see. Thank you guys for watching this video and supporting and loving me and my family and my husband and this baby that we're trying to create. This next baby is going to be so loved. I can't wait. until I can finally tell you guys I'm pregnant and we're going to hold the baby for 9 months. Thank you all for watching again, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.